Hi, friends. Yesterday, we were in the children's worship class. Today, there are hints behind me and in front of me, and hopefully you can figure out where we are today. Today is Maundy, Thursday. All this week has been Holy Week, and we've been preparing for these next few days that come. It began with the celebration into Jerusalem, and then we heard some stories about Jesus' time in Jerusalem. Today is that last Passover meal that Jesus had with his disciples before we move into Good Friday and Holy Saturday and finally Easter. Today, again, we're going to read two stories. Both come from the Children of God Storybook Bible. The first is about Jesus becoming a servant and what it means to be a leader. And the second is that Last Supper that we celebrate in worship at times with the breaking of bread and the pouring of juice or wine. So this first one, Jesus becoming a servant. Jesus and the disciples gathered in Jerusalem. Their feet were dirty from walking the dusty roads, telling people about God's dream. The disciples started arguing over which one of them was the greatest. Jesus got up, tied a towel around his waist. He took a basin of water and began to wash the feet of his friends and dried them with the towel. Jesus' friends were shocked. That is a servant's job, they said. But Jesus quietly continued washing their feet. When it was Peter's turn, he jumped up. "Master, you will never wash my feet." "Then you cannot be my disciple," said Jesus. "Lord," cried Peter, "wash my feet, wash my hands, my head, all of me." After Jesus had finished washing their feet, he took the towel off and sat down again. "Do you understand what I have done?" he asked. "You call me Lord and teacher, but I have washed your feet like a servant. You must follow my example. The leader is the servant of all. You must be as servants to each other. No one is more important than anyone else. I want you to love one another the way I love you." After this, Jesus wanted to celebrate Passover and share a meal with his disciples so he could say goodbye. By that time, many people looked up to Jesus as a great leader. This made some of the priests and the Roman rulers very jealous. Jesus knew that they wanted to arrest him and that his life was in danger. Jesus knew it was time for him to return to his Father. As they all sat around the table, he picked up a loaf of bread, and after giving God thanks, Jesus broke the bread and passed a piece to each of them. "This is my body," he said. Then he took the cup of wine. Again, he gave thanks to God and passed it around to his friends. "This is my blood. I am pouring it out for you. Whenever you break bread and drink wine and eat and fellowship together, remember me, and remember that someday God's dream of everyone sharing and caring, loving and laughing will come true." Amen.